Man, it feels so good to be back after a much needed break. I basically blocked out the world, connected with my higher self, and this is what happened. I gotta be honest with you. A few days ago, I don't know if you guys watched the burnout video or not, but I recorded a video where I was totally exhausted, like really exhausted. Not just physically tired, mentally drained, emotionally worn out. I was forcing outcomes, stressing results, overthinking everything, and my body was telling me to stop, but I kept going anyway. And I had a horrible migraine. My blood pressure was sky high, but of course, you know me, uh, Mr. Hard-headed himself. I kept pushing anyway. So I put showing up for myself over my health, and that was basically the dumbest decision I could have ever did. But I'm advising you not to do that because I was running on empty. And it was all pure exhaustion. So if you watched it, I appreciate you checking it out anyway. But we're gonna get into what's cracking today after my rest. I decided to basically shut everything down, and that was the best decision I could have ever made after getting burned out. Because what I realized is you can't create on the highest level or be at your best when you're stressing outcomes. No matter how hard you try, you can't force your way into alignment. So I did something I've been teaching, but I hadn't fully practiced. I shut down everything or work, just focused on getting my nervous system in check and getting my mind right back to a calm place. So I basically just shut it down, blocked out the world, and made a decision to connect with my higher self. And what happened next completely changed my perspective. Operating in a stressed out state of mind is not the business. So once again, I had to check and correct myself on where I needed to adjust my approach. So tonight, I'm not teaching theory. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I gave y'all my word that if something works for me, I pass it along to y'all because if it worked for me, it'll work for you. So, without further ado, here's what I did. I created an environment in my man cave specifically designed for one thing and one thing only: chilling, having my own private space, and tuning in. I grabbed my favorite blanket, put on some light jazz, pulled up an ocean scene with the luxury condo on the TV. The suite had an infinity pool on the balcony with the ocean view of the harbor. And that's when I basically just let the world disappear. No phone, no distractions, no checking results on my channel, no analytics, just me. And once I was settled, I put on my AirPods and started playing The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And I just listened to it. My mind was completely open to absorb. I relaxed and let the message sink in to a place that went beyond my conscious mind. And as I sat there wrapped up in my blanket, looking at the picture of the ocean on the TV screen, I fell into a deep sleep. But as I came to, I felt something shift within me. My mind was no longer racing. As y'all know, I'm a big overthinker, or was past tense, and any and all stress had been lifted off of me. The book was still playing in my ears, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was saying something to the fact of you are your beginning and your end. Everything you want already exists because it's not out in the world, it's inside of you. It's all created from your imagination. The great I am within you, God, or some call it your superconscious. That's what communicates and creates from the formless substance. It's constantly creating and expanding life, just around the clock. It never stops working. And if you have the gift of life, why wouldn't you want to experience life on the highest level? That's when I realized you don't have to wait to experience everything you want and desire. You have the power and the ability to experience those things right now. You have to quiet your mind, then go into your imagination, the same one that you used to use when you were a little kid back in the days, because your imagination isn't just daydreaming, it's actually the blueprint. It's the creative force behind everything you see in the physical. It's where everything starts before it shows up in the physical. Now, the science of getting rich, it's really starting to click for me on all levels, because this is about so much more than money. It's about creating and getting back to a state of mind where peace and clarity lives. It's about being aware of the power that lives within you, that has all power. This is true freedom. This is real wealth. And when you tune into it, when you use it with intention, you don't just see what you want. You feel it, you live it, you become it before it shows up in your life. So I actually did this today. I closed my eyes and I visualized. Now, what I'm trying to get into the not just what I'm trying to get into the physical world, but what I already have in the world I'm creating from within. I saw myself living the life I've been building towards. No racing thoughts, no overthinking. I wasn't stressed out. I wasn't anxious. I wasn't trying to force anything to happen. I was just at complete peace, and it was a really, really cool experience. My mind was completely clear of clutter, which is the only thing I really, really wanted in the first place. And I was moving with ease. Work was flowing, nonstop opportunities showing up. Clarity was just coming naturally. Wealth was building without strain, and I didn't visualize it like I hope this happens. I visualized it like this is already done. I really felt it in my body. The peace was very, very real. I felt certain about every decision. I felt relief knowing I don't have to force anything because it's already mine. And when I opened my eyes and came back into the present moment, my vibration was different, y'all. I'm telling you the truth. I just, I feel so much better now. And here's what changed. When I woke up, I wasn't stressed anymore. I wasn't worried about outcomes. I wasn't obsessing over results. Everything I visualized, literally, like I noticed, it's already mine. Not because I had to convince myself, but because I connected with the part of me that already has it. The higher self, the superconscious, the great I am, God. So whatever you want to call it, I'm telling you, that part of you that's not bound by time or circumstance, limitations don't exist in that state of mind. No matter where you are in life right now, just know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. The thing I came in contact with today, it wants you to access it, trust it, seek it, because it wants to prove itself to be true through you. And when you tap into it and spend time there, you come back different, renewed, refreshed, aligned. And I don't want y'all to just take my word for it. I want you to actually try this for yourself and start with something small. You don't have to visualize your entire dream life all in one sitting. Just pick one thing, one small thing, one moment, one feeling, and create it in your imagination with as much detail as possible. I want you to see it, feel it, hear it. If it's food, I want you to taste it. Make it so real in your mind that your body believes it's already happening. And then the most important part, I want you to let it go. Don't obsess over when it's going to happen or show up, just let it happen. Just return with the feeling that it's already done. Move like it's already yours. Think like it's already real. And watch what happens. I tested it for myself, and I'm telling you, it works. I picked something small, it happened. I tried it a second time, it happened. Don't talk about these things until they come to pass. Otherwise, people are going to think you making it up. This is real talk, though. So I'm going to share my experience because it's already transmuted into physical form. I had a video I basically was going to delete it. It only had like 8 views. So I asked for 492 more. Within 48 hours, it happened. Second thing was racing thoughts. Y'all know I've been dealing with that, feeling like hell lately, and just stressed out, feeling like my head about to explode, blood pressure, triple digits, top and bottom. I was literally stressing myself to death to make all of this happen and all of this work. But I asked for it to stop. I visualized it was already done. And I start feeling the peace of it, the certainty of just my mind being at ease. And then I let it go with zero doubts, all trust. And even though I felt like crap the night before, that next morning when I woke up, my blood pressure was regulated. My mind hasn't raced in the last 24 hours, thank God. Not even a little bit. Not to mention, not only did I get those 500 views that I asked for, I got positive feedback in my comment section. I got 22 new subscribers to my channel because of the video. And that's the thing about the book. It tells you your imagination is the creative force. Whatever you imagine with feeling and put energy behind it with zero doubt, and you got faith, it shows up in reality, not because it's magic, but because you're aligning with it in real time. You're positioning yourself as the person who already has it. And when you become that person, your reality has no choice but to match your energy and your frequency. With that being said, no more stressing, no forcing outcomes that already belong to me anyway, no controlling situations. Instead, fall in love with the process. No more obsessing over outcomes. All of that stuff will drain you. So from here on out, we're strictly operating from the creative plane. We know what we want to happen, then we just let it happen knowing it's already done. Don't try to control the harvest. Instead, tend to the soil and nourish it by giving it everything that it needs to flourish. Blocking out the exterior world to create your own world from within is worth all of your energy. Everything will start to feel different. Easier, natural, not stressful. I feel well rested, peaceful, and I'm telling y'all, I feel so much better and so much more relaxed right now that I don't ever even want to let this feeling go. I'm not going back to the old way of life. Ain't no amount of stress worth it. Once you've tasted what it feels like to be aligned, and you can speak from where I'm speaking from right now, and you feel this level of peace, you will realize you've been fighting a battle with yourself that really was only necessary to get you on this side of things, on this side of the spectrum. And this is what I need you to understand if you're watching this. Everything I spoke on tonight is practical, and I did it personally. I shared my experience with you. So this is not a theory. I'm telling you, it worked. Not just in my mind, but in my body, in my energy. And I feel it in the way I'm even moving and talking right now. I know everything I want is literally already mine because I connected to that part of me that already has it. And when you operate from that mindset, you move different. Life responds differently. Not because you're doing more, but because you're operating as your higher self in the physical. So here's what I'm asking you guys to do. Tonight, before you go to bed, create an environment. Nothing complicated. Just make sure it's intentional. Find a space where you can be alone, zero distractions. Put on some music that calms you. Light some candles to create a mood, or find a YouTube screensaver that takes you wherever you want to go in the world. Personally, the ocean calms me, so that's what I go with. You may like the forest, or somebody else might like a luxury home. Whatever relaxes you, pull it up and just put it on the screen. If you're not living that life already, and close your eyes and visualize not just what you're trying to get, but what you already have, and see yourself already in that place having it. Feel it. I want you to literally live in your imagination. Make it so real that your body believes it's already happening. Then let it go. After you do this, just don't obsess over anything you just did. Just trust that it's already done and watch what happens. For me, it was days. For you, it might be over the next few weeks. I don't know. We ain't worried about when it's happening. I'm just telling you, it's going to happen. Things are going to shift. Not because you forced them, but because you aligned with them. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. This is all power working in your favor. Try living in this state of mind starting now. Stop chasing the outcomes. Start aligning. Block out the world. Go within yourself. Tune into your imagination and watch how fast everything changes for you. My recommended reads tonight are two books: The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard, and of course, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. If this message gave you relief, if it showed you a new way, do me a solid by hitting like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Give us your feedback. If you received value from this and your life improved in any way after trying this technique, we're super happy for you. And your gratitude is always appreciated. Do me another solid and show support for the channel by clicking the link down in the description to buy me a coffee. We appreciate you giving us your time and attention. Thanks for listening. And as always, we're going to end it the same way we always do. All gas, no brakes. Lock in. Peace.